had flooding rains for the last 2 days. Luckily, most of the storm went below the ridge and hit southern Arkansas. It didn't hit so bad up here. But I might have lost the trash pump again, so I'm going to go and find out. So right here, where you can see the bucket, the gas can, this lumber, this is where I'm clearing for today's Homesteader Lane that's going to come across. And then it's also going to come out right up here by this pile of logs, just past these trees. So I've got to get that taken care of. But we're going to go down Purdom Lane here. We're going to go down to the creek. We're going to see just how bad the water was. And fingers crossed, I didn't lose another trash pump. So my first year out here, for those of you that don't know, in 2020 when I moved out here, I had a trash pump down by my neighbor's creek that's fed by a spring, and we had torrential rains, and I didn't know any better and ended up losing my trash pump. So this time I've tied a trucker strap around the trash pump to a tree, and so far I haven't lost it. But this is probably the worst rain I've seen in a bit since I first moved out here in 2020. So we're gonna drive back here and we're gonna find out if it's still here or if it's not. I haven't been back here yet. I still gotta go up and move the round bale feeders and get some hay to the animals, so I'll do that. They're good on water, plenty of water. All the water troughs and everything filled up from all the rain as well. And I figured I'd just go back here on the homestead and find out. And let's see, I'm going to drive over here real quick down to the dry creek bed, and there's actually water in it. So I'll stop here for a second and hop out before we go over to my neighbors. I'll show you. So this is the old railroad tracks that go here. So you can see I put the flags I own to the center of the railroad tracks. So all this is on my side of the homestead. And like I've showed year after year, this water here is normally only seasonal. It's not all the time. But this is where one of the spring things, she's breaking up, Captain. Yeah, I'm on the back side of the homestead. You can see here's the cliffs back here. So I'm down here in the back, so it may be breaking up a little bit. But this is where I think a spring could be if I dig in. Like I said, the property line is way over here. So this is on my property, and then of course all the water that comes through here. So got a good amount of water flowing. Eventually, maybe be able to make this be year-round if I can work on it, but I don't know. So let's go ahead and hop back in the truck, and we're gonna get down over onto the neighbors where I get my water for the animals and see how everything looks over there. And like I said, see if I lost my trash pump or not. Oh, I see water coming from my little thing. So let me show you this. This is awesome. So check that out. Let's go ahead and stop here too. I'm really excited about this. So for those that remember, okay, I'm glad to hear that, Norman. For those that remember, I used to have a puddle here in the driveway, and I've been waiting to find out if this would be a spring or not, and tried to dig a bunch of this out. So there's a bunch of dirt that I dug here, and you can see there's no water anywhere coming down the mountainside. It's all coming from this hole, and that's how much water is coming through. So this is another potential spring thing, and then this goes down and it's just eating through and going down into the dry creek bed. But I'm thinking if I continue digging here deeper and deeper and deeper and put a 20-foot culvert inverted, that I might be able to activate where this may run year round. So this hole is probably about 5.5 feet deep is how deep I got down to it. I need equipment. I don't have equipment, so I need to rent a backhoe or track hoe, probably a track hoe, so I can dig the deepest with it and find out. But I mean, this is how much water we've got here in Arkansas. So this is here on the homestead. There's the railroad tracks. Like I said, that hill right there, that spring is down in that way. So from there all the way over here, I've got 2 sources of water as of right now. And you can see the road's just wet, wet, wet. Everything's wet. What I need to do is go up into the cliffs over here, below where I'm going to build a house. Let me get through this bright sunlight. But I need to check the cliff face and see if there's any type of water coming down from the cliff face or not. Why is my camera? There we go. There, it's adjusted now. I don't see any water coming from the cliff face, but this whole dry creek bed does have water in it and it's flowing. Here's another tree. I've got to come chop this down. This got taken down by either the snow, the ice, or now the rainstorm. Hopefully there's no trees down going over to the trash pump. Otherwise, we're not going to get through. But we're in my neighbor's property now. This is the road that people carved in over time, driving through the property I bought, because everybody just used to drive through all this vacant land and make paths everywhere. And then we're just coming up on top of the railroad tracks that takes to the back of the woods. So my neighbors diagonal to the left own to the center of railroad tracks and all the property to the left. They just had a bunch of work done, and it looks like the work they had done, which I guess I can stop right here. I can show you guys this as well. So my neighbors over here are in southern Arkansas, and they had a dozer company come in. I didn't film because it's not my property, but they did dozer work, and apparently they knew what they were doing because they carved this little trench in, and I figured that you can see a little bit of water over there, but the water looks like it's flowing properly. And like I said, this was all woods, heavily thick, you couldn't see through, just like this over here. And they got grass in and food plots for deer and bear and everything like that. So the dozer guys did good work. I did get their number. I am going to be calling them to get an estimate on what they think it would cost for them to come and do some dozer work for me as well, building the road up to the house site, fixing Purdom Lane and things like that that I just don't have equipment to do. But yeah, I mean, we got a lot of water. This field to the left down here, I've seen completely underwater. So it's not completely underwater. So it's not the worst rain that we've had, but you can definitely tell a lot of water came through. And then my question down here would be if the neighbor's culvert held, and it looks like their culvert held. So they're gonna be happy when they come up here to find out that the culvert they did worked. And now the scary part. Is my trash pump here or not? We're gonna find out. There's another big old stick in the road. Oh yeah, buddy. So it is here. And we've been down here. I've showed plenty of videos me down here getting water. There's a trucker strapped to it. I wasn't sure if the hose got caught on something, the stick coming through, it might take it through. But this is how much water. This is down where I haul water, and everybody's saying it's a nice babbling brook. Well, this is more than a babbling brook now. Beautiful, beautiful water. Something I never had in Colorado. So this is one reason why I really don't miss Colorado. I do miss some things about Colorado, the views I had, but this simple fact, water. Water is life. Plants are growing, like right here, green. Everything's already growing. In Colorado, they're under ice, they're under snow. Yes, we got snow last week, but check this out. Boom, 53 degrees at 12:35. So beautiful weather, beautiful water. Things are growing. Nature's wonderful. Arkansas is wonderful. I hope everybody has a great day. Thanks for joining me on this ride along. And remember, live happy, live free. That's the only way to be.